sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Atlanta Falcons. And it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen here in the booth. Greg, you've been around for a minute. As the kids like to say, I call your games. There are guys who you played with back in your day. Who are now the veteran players in the league. We got a couple of veterans here at quarterback. What a difference it makes for a team when they come in with a guy who knows what he's doing.
Experience is to gain experience. There's no magic formula. You got to be in the fire, make mistakes, make great plays, learning lessons. The more you see, the better you get. And no position is that more magnified than in the NFL at the quarterback position. So the fact that these guys have played so many games, so many seasons, they've seen so much, that's a huge advantage for each of these teams. Now the question is, in today's matchup, who comes out on top?
A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Falcons, led out by their quarterback, Kirk Cousins. One of the big moves in the offseason, Atlanta acquiring Cousins in free agency. He had 6 years in Washington, the last 6 in Minnesota, and now he begins his run this season with the Falcons.
Ever since he was drafted in the 4th round, all this guy has done is continue to surpass all expectations. And Mike, this isn't some physical specimen like we see throughout the league who has all these unique physical attributes. But he is about as consistent and even keel as the quarterback position gets. And it doesn't hurt that he is a beloved figure in every locker room he finds himself in. They know with this guy behind center, they have a shot to win every single game he plays.
Second down, Cousins. That's caught left side by Pitts. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. It's good for a Falcon first down. Mike Tomlin wants the officials to get another look at it, so out comes the challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Play action now. It's Cousins. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it'll bring up second down.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Here's a third down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate through the passing game. They've essentially ignored the ground game up until this point. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started. And that last one results in a first down.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time, Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. Here, the ball is thrown short. The idea is get the ball in the hands of your playmaker and let him pick up the rest with his feet. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. In this case, it falls incomplete. It's a 4th down. And that's a good drive right out of the gate. We're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good positive result.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers led out by their quarterback, Russell Wilson. Still strange to not see him in a Seattle uniform where he was for a decade, couple of years with the Broncos, and now Greg, the 9-time Pro Bowler, year 1 in Pittsburgh.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen.
Out of the gun, here's Russ. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. That's a Steeler first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Out of the gun, it's Wilson. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
That's the former Ram and Falcon, Van Jefferson. A pickup of 15 in the air. Good for a Steeler first down.
And really the key to this play was just how fast he was able to get through his progressions. His mind was able to process and go from 1 to 2 to 3 so quickly that he was able to get the ball to the right target on time. And I think so often those two things are different. Being open is one thing. Being open and getting the ball on time, that's what leads to success. And that's what we saw here. It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
2nd and a yard. They run it over center with Harris. And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
1st and 10. Another run here with Harris. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. From the shotgun, Wilson. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. George Pickens. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his...
And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Avery Williams on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to get going with their second possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. To the left side in the hands of London. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. We are through one. It's the Steelers with the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now, Cousins. He's got his man. It's Mooney. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. Wow, how dangerous after the catch. That one goes for 27 yards in all.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
A first down throw for Cousins. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. And here's Bijan. And that won't help a lot. Manages a yard for that run. 3rd and long coming up. Cousins. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Drake London. Touchdown Atlanta. And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay is going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. The question, did he get his hands around the football in the end zone? If he did, it's a touchdown. But this one's going to need very close scrutiny. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it. And it stays on the board. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Steelers offense and Russell Wilson set to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Here's 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. They get 15 on that game. That's a Steeler first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation play across that defensive tackle position. I mean, years ago, Mike, they were the big run stuffers. They were big bodies in there just trying to slow down the interior run game. Now, these guys are not only big, but they're real athletes. Their job is to not only push the pocket, but win one-on-one and get sacks like that. I don't think we give them enough credit for how good they are as pass rushers from the interior.
Now Russ. Quick throw on target to Pickens. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
Great pre-snap identification by the quarterback, realizing that the blitz was coming and exactly where the soft spot in the defense would be. He's able to put that slant route right on the front shoulder pad of his receiver. Leads to a real nice run after catch and brings up first down. Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Wilson to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. A give, and here comes Harris. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. The safety, Justin Simmons, with the stop. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll give it to Harris again. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Third and 5. Two minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. On third down, they go with Warren. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. First down.
Wow, a little change in play call here, and that's typically not what we see at this down and distance. That's typically a passing down, Mike, but they catch the defense off guard, keep the ball on the ground, and they're able to pick up enough for the first down.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. To the goal line and in. Van Jefferson. Touchdown Steelers. Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers are on top. It's 14-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Williams on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes Drake London, the rest of that Atlanta offense getting set to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. Off the play fake, here's Cousins. Open man, he's got it. It's London.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Cousins now on second down. That one is caught by Mooney. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. To throw is Cousins. Good throw taken by Pitts. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Cousins gonna throw. He'll get this to Pitts once more. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A pickup there of 25 yards. 1st down, Atlanta.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. Everyone talks about being balanced. But as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early in that last pickup.
That one intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Steelers offense going to take over just before the half. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He'll check this down to the running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Wilson lines up in the pistol. That's pulled in. Najee Harris. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Gun, here's Russ. That'll be caught by the running back line. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, it's the former Texan Cameron Johnston to punt for the Steelers. D. Alford on the return for the Falcons. Now a fair catch, he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. Here at halftime, it's the visitors, the Steelers, who are in the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. These 2 teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this 2nd half. About to get started. Austin now to return this. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. A run. Here's Harris. And he'll get this close to the 1st down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. He will have a Steelers 1st down. He has it by plenty. They keep the drive alive here on 3rd and inches.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
That's caught by the tight end, Darnell Washington. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. They go play action. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the 1st quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. The offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection, how can we get extra bodies and extra attention, because we still got a long way to go in this one.
Third and long. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. He'll look deep, left sideline. And he's in. Najee Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. On for the extra point is Boswell. He's got it. And the Steelers are out to a 21-10 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Williams. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Falcons offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. Play action now. It's Cousins. To the right, that's Pitts. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. And we get a stoppage for an injury. Oh, that is T.J. Watt, who is in some discomfort. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's complete to McLeod. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Two nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
To the outside. Catch made by London.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's a toss left side for Robinson. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Whose kick is good. And the Falcons are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good when you come away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Patterson now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Steelers offense and their quarterback coming out for drive number 2. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. A.J. Terrell up for the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now it's Harris. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Big Grady Jarrett shuts it down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 2 straight hookups. This one good for 10 yards.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because
and he will get into the end zone. Pat Freiermuth, touchdown Steelers. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Boswell now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Steelers will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Ray McLeod on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the 3rd, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
Pitts is the man in motion. On 1st and 10, Cousins. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. That's caught right side. It's London.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath we've seen a few times, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Cousins out of the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's Pitts. 17 yards on that connection. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They go play action with Cousins. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Every time a quarterback is sacked, everyone kind of looks around at the offensive lineman like, oh, come on, guys, pick it up. I don't think this was on the O-line at all. I think the quarterback is holding on to the ball too long. You know what they say, Mike? Sacks, those are quarterback stats.
3rd and long. Cousins to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. receiver. They'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Give up the middle to Harris. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete, and they'll take this down inside the 35. They get 12 yards on that pass, good for a Steeler 1st down. They'll run the draw with Warren. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. On the give, it's Harris. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the 1st down inside the 25. They go play action with Wilson. That is caught. Out of bounds, but in business. They mark him down near the 2. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
Little surprising here, Mike. They continue to throw the ball with this type of lead here in the 4th quarter, but with the day they've had and the upper hand they've had against this pass defense, I don't know if I could really blame them. I mean, with the amount of man coverage that they're seeing, right now, the quarterback's just saying, what's my best matchup? Who do I love to gain separation? And just throw him the ball. And for the most part of the game, it's continued to work.
He'll get this forward. No signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1. Second and goal. One more time, it's Harris. Powering forward, he's in. Najee Harris, touchdown Pittsburgh. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
On for the extra point is Boswell. The kick is good. And the Steelers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Williams now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Falcons offense headed back to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Cousins now. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
He'll go left side here and complete this one.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
First and 10 now from the 36. Off the play fake, here's Cousins. That one is caught by Mooney. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Cousins now on second down. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Cousins. Short throw taken by Pitts. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground in line, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
That is downfield to the tight end Pitts. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
I want to see some points at the end of this drive.
Throwing his Cousins. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
I can appreciate the idea of keeping the play alive, right? Giving as much time as possible to your targets to uncover downfield. But you also have to play to your strengths. You got to know the type of player that you are. In this case, doesn't have quite enough speed to get away and probably should have just thrown it away.
And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
On the ground, this is Harris. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. On the handoff, it's Harris. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
So this was a win for the visiting Steelers. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all three phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.